A study from Georgia Tech looked at over 1 million different social media posts, and they found the content with somebody's face had 38% more engagement. The thing is, if you're a business owner and you want to grow a YouTube channel, but you don't want to be on camera, there are plenty of ways to go around that. To give you some background, my team manages over 50 different YouTube channels. Some of these channels have a dedicated host on camera. Both can work, but they're going to work differently. So the numbers and the decisions behind them are different. And so I want to walk you through a couple of different options as a business owner and what I would recommend if I were to start a business YouTube channel from day one. Let's start with the faceless option. This is probably what most business owners would want. This is basically where there's nobody on the screen. The video is usually just screen recordings or B-roll, and this can work. There are entire businesses built around this business model. Alux.com is a great example. If you look at their channel, they've built a massive audience. They have a ton of subscribers, and their content is very clean, very polished without needing somebody to be on camera. So I would say if you're a business that sells a product that could benefit from just mostly visuals, like doing screen recordings, demo, or any kind of educational content with motion graphics where you don't need a person on camera, this can work perfectly for you. But the research does show that it's much stronger to have a host on camera. On YouTube specifically, TubeBuddy found that thumbnails with a face get about 20% higher click-through rate, and vidIQ puts it even higher. They put it at 30% more engagement when there's a person in the thumbnail. Adweek found that thumbnails with expressions like surprise, excitement, or curiosity pull 25% higher click-through rate than a neutral face or no face at all. Why this happens, it actually makes a lot of sense because humans are wired to look at and respond to other people's faces. When you're out there and you're meeting new people for the first time, your brain creates a decision within a fraction of a second whether or not you trust that person, whether or not you should move forward, and whether you should keep talking to them. That's why the biggest channels in every single niche have a person on camera. This means that your thumbnails are automatically going to be stronger because you have that built-in trust advantage from them seeing your face on the screen. Now, this brings me to the next option if you don't want to be on camera is hire a host for your YouTube channel, which is actually what I recommend for most business owners. This might sound weird to you at first. Most entrepreneurs think that it has to be them on camera because they have to represent the brand and no one else can do it. But that's just not true nowadays. There are a lot of big media companies that are hiring YouTube hosts to represent their brand. HubSpot is a great example of this. They get tens of millions of views per month distributed across all the channels that they help host. Neil Patel's podcast hosted by HubSpot. My First Million podcast hosted by HubSpot. Another example is Dave Ramsey. Ramsey Solutions, Ramsey, the company, they have plenty of people. Ken Coleman, Rachel Cruz. You look on their channels, they're representing Ramsey Solutions. So these people are great communicators who know and understand the audience. And so the big picture company builds the channel around them. Nowadays, people trust other people. They trust personal brands, not a company. These are sort of like the modern day news anchors. Big news companies like Fox News or whatever, they hire anchors, which are basically YouTube hosts who are just good on camera. These people don't own the company. They're not the CEO. The job here is to understand the audience, connect with them, build trust with them, and give them value. So if you're a business owner who wants to stay behind the scenes, highly, highly recommend get a YouTube host. Or maybe you're just too busy. Like I know plenty of business owners out there who are great on short form and they're comfortable with being on camera, but they just don't have the time because they are busy doing plenty of other things in the business. And that's a situation where I would also probably tell them, hey, maybe it's worth looking into hiring a YouTube host, someone who can help become the face of the channel because it doesn't have to be you. And in terms of being able to find a YouTube host, there's plenty of different ways that you can do this. First way is through LinkedIn. You'd be surprised how many people out there on LinkedIn have on-camera experience and also a passion for whatever your company does. There are also job boards out there online like ytjobs.co. That's literally a platform specifically for YouTube hiring. So you can make job posts to find YouTube hosts, video editors, thumbnail designers, etc. And then lastly, there's working with an agency. I would recommend looking into agencies like Paired Recruiting. They specialize in finding top talent, specifically overseas. So if you want a really good YouTube host, but for a fraction of the cost compared to hiring someone from the States, they can easily find somebody abroad, whether it's South Africa or wherever else in the world where they have really good English, but you're able to take advantage of the currency arbitrage. So yeah, if you're in a business where trust is not too important and you can get away with just giving people really good visuals and give really good educational value maybe, and you can convert off of that, faceless channels should be fine at the very start. But honestly, even if you started off faceless, I would recommend getting a host at some point because at some point the content is just going to hit a ceiling where you just need to build trust with your audience. And if there's no face on camera, there's no connection being built there, then your brand could lose to a different brand, a competitor who is doing that. Now, if you're watching this and your business does 2 million or more per year and you want YouTube YouTube done right for you so that you don't have to figure any of it out. You could just focus on running your business. We have a full production service. It's completely done for you. We'll handle the strategy. We'll hire the team behind your channel. We'll manage the content and we'll run pretty much everything for you. All you have to do is show up and approve things. Or if you want to be on camera, you just have to show up and film. You can apply down at the description, longformlaunch.com, see if it's a good fit. And worst case, you'll get some good video ideas out of our initial call where my team and I can give you a bunch of video ideas for your channel. But if you're not there yet, let's say you're a business owner doing 10 to 15K per month, we also have a setup service. This is going to set you up with the hiring documents, the SOPs, the whole operating system that we use to run all of our different channels. All you do is just you pay a one-time fee. We'll set up everything for you, and then you own the system after that, and you can run it. That's also going to be down in the description, so you can apply, see if it's a good fit for us to help you with the setup service. Or if you're a business owner that wants to look into hiring an agency like Paired to find you top talent overseas, we'll also leave that down below. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.